I apologize in advance. I don't normally do this. Usually, I don't talk about the same story back to back. I try not to cover the same topic in the same week, but there is just no avoiding this one. I know you guys have Lia Thomas fatigue. Trust me, I do too. Hopefully, this is the last time we have to talk about this. I enjoy the majority of the topics that we cover on the channel. I like ripping into Jackson Mahomes. I enjoy analyzing television ratings. We have fun with Stephen A. Smith and other parrots at ESPN. But when it comes to Lia Thomas, I'm just disgusted. I'm sick of it. I told you guys yesterday why I continue to cover Lia Thomas. The mainstream media refuses to cover this story like it's supposed to be covered. They know it highlights their hypocrisy, so they completely ignore it, or they sprinkle a little bit of praise here and there. Someone has to give you guys the truth about this, might as well be me. ESPN, they couldn't ignore Lia Thomas yesterday. ESPN was covering the national championship in Atlanta. And what's one of the responsibilities when you're covering an event like this? You have to interview the winner. I'll show you that clip in just a second. I am just so disgusted with how the mainstream media is covering this story. Headline at the New Yorker: the trans swimmer who won too much. ESPN: Lia Thomas fights through protest and adversity to become first trans swimmer to win national title. Lia Thomas has been largely ignored by the mainstream media the last 4 months. Outside of Outkick, Fox News, maybe a blurb on CNN, MSNBC every once in a while, if you relied on the mainstream media for news, you would not know that Lia Thomas existed. But with Lia Thomas winning the national championship yesterday and the backlash that it sparked, the media can no longer ignore the story. So what do? Do they report on this story without being biased? Do they talk about the bullshit of a man winning a women's championship? Of course not. You know you're not going to get the truth out of these people. The media is allergic to facts and common sense. So what do? They turn Lia Thomas into a giant piece of propaganda. The mainstream media is spinning this story into a situation of transgender bias. These rednecks don't like transgender people. They are taking out their disdain on poor Lia. This has nothing to do with transgender bias. It has everything to do with fairness, which I thought was a large part of the media agenda. Fairness, inclusion, diversity, trans lives matter, Black lives matter. Speaking of Black Lives Matter, have you noticed you never hear about that organization anymore? For 5 years, all the media wanted to talk about was Black Lives Matter, but they've disappeared. Strange. I wonder why. I wonder if it has anything to do with the financial scandal. Turns out it's entirely possible, or likely, that Black Lives Matter, the organization, was nothing but a scam to get 3 man-hating women rich. Who could have seen that coming? In situations like this, the media does what they do best: pretend Black Lives Matter never existed. Black Lives Matter has disappeared from the mainstream quicker than Anthony Fauci. They have pushed him back into his basement. Have you noticed that he disappeared too? Lizardface went from CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS to being a guest on small podcasts that no one gives a fuck about. CNN, they drug him out of the basement yesterday so he could propagandize the 100 viewers left watching CNN. And what does Lizardface do? We need to go back into lockdown. My money is drying up. I'm not invited to woke circle jerks anymore. No one listens to me anymore, damn it. I'm important. Fuck Fauci. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. Let's get back into an actual man, Lia Thomas. As expected, Lia Thomas is now a national champion in women's swimming. Champion of what, though? Someone tell me. What did he accomplish? The crowd in Atlanta was just as disgusted as you are with Lia Thomas. I showed you guys yesterday how they were completely silent when Lia Thomas finished first in the prelims. The same thing happened when she won the title yesterday. Matter of fact, there was a spattering of boos. The crowd also booed when Lia Thomas was interviewed by ESPN. Check out this video, and credit to Don Ennis for this clip. That is the only credit I will give this person. In his Twitter handle, Donnie lets us know that she goes by she, her pronouns. Newsflash, Dawn, no one fucking cares. I can see your face and know that you weren't born a fucking woman. I don't need to be educated on your pronouns. I don't care. Donnie is an avid social justice warrior. Her pinned tweet is a massive banner. Black trans lives matter. Donnie is really focusing in here. Not just Black lives matter, Black trans lives matter. How about we take it a step further? Why don't we say Black, non-binary, asexual, cisgender, gender fluid, agender, gender void lives matter? That way we can be inclusive of the one rose bush that identifies with all that bullshit. Here is Lia Thomas being interviewed by ESPN. You will hear the boos towards the end of the clip. Roll the film.
It means the world to be here, be with two of my best friends and teammates, and be able to engage. Thank you, Sasha.
If you're a dude and you want to pretend to be a woman, can you at least attempt to talk like a woman? Lia Thomas has a deeper voice than I do. It means the world to me to be here. I prepped hard for this event. I made sure my propeller was well lubed. My non-binary lover, August, spent the last week giving my propeller mouth-to-shaft attention. They made sure my gears were well oiled for this event. After the ESPN interview, Lia Thomas headed to the podium to be presented with his stolen championship. Check out the reaction from the crowd. And credit to Sob Says for this clip. I apologize if I mispronounce her name. I usually mispronounce the names of social justice warriors, oftentimes on purpose. I don't feel they deserve the respect of proper pronunciation, but from what I can tell with this Sob Says girl, she appears to do good work. She damn sure did good work yesterday covering Lia Thomas. She covered this story the right way. The next few clips that I'm going to show you all came from her. She did actual investigative journalism, the complete opposite of how the mainstream media covered this story. The mainstream media, they want you to believe that Lia Thomas is universally supported. Check out this universal support. Lia Thomas. ESPN wants you to believe that this race was real close. Oh, it was a nail biter. I was on the edge of my seat. ESPN claimed that Lia Thomas was challenged during the race. Now, of course, that's complete bullshit. As you guys know, I have the ability to think like a social justice warrior. What happened during the beginning of the race? One of the balls on Lia Thomas's propeller wasn't functioning properly. Once it was given a good bump, it worked fine. Check out this close race. The mainstream media wants you to believe that competitors and teammates of Lia Thomas are supportive. These student athletes don't care. Why should anyone else? They support Lia on his journey of weirdness. Lia was supported by over 300 confused college students who paid someone to write a letter for them to show their support. More bullshit. Young women are disgusted with this situation. I saw reports last night of young women breaking down in tears after Lia Thomas won. Check out this interview with a swimmer from Virginia Tech.
It's a common conception that we are all very disappointed and frustrated with someone who is has capabilities more than us women have to be able to compete at this level and take opportunities away from other women. Like, I have a teammate who did not make finals today because she was just bumped out of finals, and it's heartbreaking to see someone who went through puberty as a male and has the body of a male be able to absolutely blow away the competition, and you go into it with a mindset that you don't have a chance, if that makes sense. Like, it's hard to compete against someone with the aerobic capacity, the muscle development, the body of a man. It's hard. It's hard to think about it like that.
And you said that one of your teammates was crying today because she didn't make the finals. You said that she was 17th,
Yes.
and there were 16 spots.
Yes.
So Lia Thomas took one of those spots. Talk to us about what your teammate was going through and that experience.
She was very emotional, and it's hard to see because it's her last NCAAs, and she really loves that race, and it was just heartbreaking to see that she put all her effort into it today and went the best time that she's went in a morning session before and still not make it back.
Concerned Women for America, a group that Lia Thomas wouldn't be included in because she doesn't meet the qualifications. You see, in order to be involved with CWA, you have to be an actual woman. You can't be a surgically enhanced woman, or in the case of Lia Thomas, a fucking man pretending to be a woman. Concerned Women for America filed a Title IX complaint against Penn. They are claiming Penn didn't protect the rights of actual women by allowing Lia Thomas to infect their locker room. Eventually, lawsuits will be filed. I normally don't condone lawsuits, but this is a good reason to sue. I hope the NCAA gets sued. I hope Penn gets sued. Hell, I hope Lia Thomas gets sued. This should never happen again. Lia Thomas does not represent progress. Lia Thomas represents evil. And I'm not saying Lia Thomas as a person is evil. He's just a pawn being used by the agenda, and he doesn't even know it. What Penn, what the NCAA put these young women through the last few months is evil, and they should be held accountable for it. But let me know what you guys think. Hopefully, God, hopefully, this is the last time we have to address this bullshit. Sound off in the comments below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Click the notification bell to receive all notifications from the channel. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, kc_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys later.